video. Today me and Luna are doing a collab. Luna is Galaxy Equestrian. So today we are splitting up two people into jousting teams. So today is kind of like a jousting competition. So for example, we're going to have two teams. Mine is going to be orange, Luna's going to be purple. And we're going to get an even number of people and we're going to split them apart. And we are going to have them go against each other. So I'm going to pick one person, Luna's going to pick another person, and we're going to have them face off. And at the end, the final two will win a prize. One horse from me, one horse from Luna. Whichever horses we choose will be given to the winner. I hope that it does not sound complicated, but you'll see later in the video on how it works. So this is going to be a really fun, and this is going to be the first collab of 2024 of many to come. So hopefully this works out well, and this is fun and entertaining for everyone. Hey y'all, it's Editor's Cinnamon here. So basically I'm going to be talking for the rest of the video, but I also forgot to mention that we are also going to do a fashion competition after the jousting competition. So the prizes are you have to wait. Yeah, I'm going to make you guys wait, and they're going to be surprises. So yeah, the jousting competition, that is going to be up first, and then after that we're going to do a fashion competition, which the theme was freestyle. So anyways, let's move on with the video. And here's exactly why it is a voiceover, because I was really busy trying to type and things and all that. And the thing is, I had to really focus on typing because my keyboard messes up sometimes. Either there's like extra spaces or the letters get mixed up. So I had to try to focus on trying to fix it before I sent messages. But yeah, this is the beginning. We were trying to organize a line. It was very interesting to try to do the line. But yeah, here is us trying to get people to line up, and we were going to start stating the rules after this. I do want to apologize real quick if this video isn't the most aesthetically pleasing. I tried keeping the chat box out of the way and tried getting good angles, but it was very hard trying to text and also record at the same time. But yeah, this is Luna stating the rules for everyone. We're going to have a comp. You guys will be split into two teams, the orange team and the purple team, with me being the orange and Luna being the purple. But yeah, we have that. So this is our first comp. It is going to be a jousting comp. And I'm going to list the roles a little bit quicker than they're going to be popping up on the screen. So essentially we were splitting the group in half. One team went with me, the other team went with Luna. So we had to figure out who had a jousting lance and who did not. And I ended up lending out 3 of my jousting lances to the 3 people that didn't have it. Well, there were more than 3 people, but they ended up just giving each other lances, which I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised I got my lances back afterwards. I was expecting I'd be able to disconnect, or I was gonna be able to get them back, but I actually got all 3 lances back at the end, which was really awesome, which thank you all so much. And it was really cool that everyone was able to share lances too, because after I gave it to one person, the person would have to give it to another one after they went, and it worked out pretty good, which I'm very proud of everyone here. Thank you all so much for helping each other in this competition. It was amazing. So after we got people split into the 2 groups, I will tell you what happens once we get there. And here is when we were splitting the people into the 2 teams. Luna ended up using a wheel, which I'm pretty sure she'll show in her video because I don't have access to the wheel. So we ended up doing a even-ish split. It ended up being even in the end. We had to get some people swapped or some people joined to make it even, so it all ended up working out. But yeah, Luna ended up using a wheel to figure out who went on what team, and here's what I'm going to explain the next part of the rules. So essentially, I would pick someone from my team, Luna would pick someone from their team, so then we would have those 2 people go against each other. So say I were to pick one person, say I would pick Lydia, and then Luna would pick Balloon. They would go against each other, and whoever got knocked off first would be the loser, and whoever got the person knocked off would be the winner, and a point would be given to that team. Whichever team had the most points in the end, that team would move on in the competition. And I will get to that once we get there and explain what happens once they move on. Also, this may be rushed, but I'm trying to get to the competition part because I understand that a lot of you probably want to see the jousting competition to see how that went. So I am trying to rush through the rules and the setting up the competition to where we start getting to the jousting part, which that is always so exciting. And here is my lovely team for Orange Team. I ended up sending out Lydia first because they volunteered first, because I asked who was excited, and Val and Banana responded, and then I asked who wanted to go in the ring first, and Lydia responded. So we sent Lydia out for my team, and then Galaxy chose who she wanted to send out. But yeah, this is where we first got a little bit messed up, because this is our first time trying to do this and not everyone was ready. My person didn't know who they were going against, and they kind of just got knocked off their horse. I felt so bad. So we ended up having to redo some of these jousting trials because the other side wasn't ready, or my side wasn't ready. There was confusion, so this had to be done a couple times. So I'll show the first trial and error, and then the rest will be the actual jousting competitions. But this is just to show behind the scene footage. So I believe that's standard for BTS. But yeah, this is the behind the scene. But yeah, this is our first trial and error. And let's head on to the actual jousting tournament in the first one where the points start getting tallied. First round, Lydia versus Balloon. Let's see who is our champion, who wins. They ended up doing a little circle around each other, and then Lydia unfortunately got knocked off her horse, meaning it was a 1-0 with Purple in the lead. Next up ended up being round 2. I tried to figure out who hasn't gone yet, and Clover didn't go yet, so Clover ended up being our person for round 2. So let's show the epic battle. Okay, so I ended up telling Clover who they were going against, so they didn't accidentally go for one of the bystanders. So the team player from Purple ended up leading the charge, but soon got overcome with lag. So it turned very interesting. It was a game of who would go first. So they both ended up experiencing a little bit of lag, but Team Purple ended up getting it a little bit worse than my Team Orange. And that's when the team player from Purple ended up telling her captain that she was experiencing some lag, and there was a little bit of confusion on what was going on. So we were trying to figure out, like, should this count still, or should someone else go? And then one person said they were good as they were being knocked off to the ground. So that ended up making it a tie, a 1-1 for Team Orange against Purple. Next up had to be either Banana or Val, but since Banana had the lance that I let her have for the moment, and Val still needed one, Banana ended up going first, and then later, for the final battle with Orange against Purple, Val would have the other lance. So we ended up going off with Banana, and we sent Banana into the battlefield. The match will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. So I ended up getting a better vantage point for this battlefield. They both experienced some lag, but Banana ended up unfortunately getting knocked off her horse. So then the Team Purple won, so it ended up being a 2-1 score with Purple in the lead. For the final match, it was Val against another person from Team Purple, and this one ended up going for a little bit longer. They were able to evade for a little bit, and they ended up doing a few circles around each other until unfortunately Val got knocked off her horse, and then it ended up being Purple with a win with the 3-1. So Purple ended up winning. So let's go to the next part of the competition where Purple gets to move on, and unfortunately Orange is over. And for the final part of this competition, all players from Team Purple ended up fighting each other to the death. Essentially, they fought till the last person was standing on their horse still, so they ended up doing a jousting competition with the purple horse out first, with the other horses ended up circling each other. There was a horse that was in the corner over here with the clouds. They were doing a strategy to try to stay out of the way, so hopefully they would make it longer. So then all three of them ended up being in a frenzy, They're all running around chasing each other, trying not to get hit, but at the same time trying to attack. It was a very chaotic and insane battle as they were all circling each other, almost like vultures. Then the person on the monarch perch ended up getting another person out, so they ended up chasing the final person, and they were so close to getting him a couple times. It was crazy. Till at the end, they did finally win. So the person on the monarch perch was successful in winning, and here is when we give out the prizes. Now they've been a secret and surprise for long, but here they are. So Galaxy, which is Luna, ended up giving a love quarter horse from this year, 2024 quarter horse for this event, the Valentine's, and I ended up giving a Valentine's 2024 quarter horse as well, along with a white reindeer. And now is the proof that the trade ended up going through, and here is the prize again, the white reindeer and the love quarter horse from the 2024 event. So I ended up giving this to the winner, and I don't have the proofs for Luna giving the winner the prize. Luna probably has the proofs on her video, which I totally suggest you check out after this one. But let's hit on to the next event, or should I say competition. I will admit this is when it gets a little bit hectic and a little bit chaotic, because I wasn't for sure knowing what we were doing for the fashion show, because jousting I planned out and the fashion show was Luna, so I didn't really know what was going on. So I was kind of hearing the rules for the first time too. So it ended up being a freestyle, and the players had 3 minutes to get ready, pick horse or attack set, and get ready to go. So the freestyle or free theme was basically each person picked their own theme, and we got to judge them on their own theme and whichever outfit we liked the most, and we ended up doing a vote at the end. After the 3 minutes were over, Luna ended up telling everyone what was going to happen. So Luna was going to call one person, they were going to say their theme, and then they were going to go around the ring, and I believe it was 10 to 30 seconds. So that was essentially what ended up happening. First up was someone going with the ocean theme with their ocean inspired horse, which turned out really pretty. I really love the tack set. It was gorgeous. I love how it was the white coat too, and they had the darker blues with it. I feel like it was some really good contrast there, so it was very nice. Next up was a gingerbread horse thing. That was the literal theme, and it was pretty funny. But they ended up doing a gingerbread theme with all like green and the fawn horse, which I thought was really cool. Next up, we had someone that was doing an autumn theme. They ended up doing a percheon with a fawn coat, which is really cute. I absolutely loved it. It was adorable. And the fawn's name was Bambi. It was adorable though. I loved how they used some of the stuff, like even winter accessories, and they made it like an autumn, like the autumn theme. I thought it was really creative and really cool. Next up was cotton candy, which was a cotton candy theme, which I really loved. The pink cauldron with the white fizzy stuff, and I thought the tack set was really cool and beautiful. I absolutely loved it, and how it matched the fade perfectly well, how they were able to color match it so good. So yeah, I was really proud of that. That was a really good tack set. Next up, we had the spring theme, which I thought was really cool, how they had the little bunny on the back of it, and how they had like the little palm trees and all that to show the spring, which I thought was really nice use of materials, and I thought it was really creative. And here comes the voting. So we went by person, and we ended up asking who they voted for. So I asked this spring theme player who they wanted to vote for, and let's see who they ended up voting for. I ended up keeping tally of this in my little notepad I had on my desk. So I ended up being able to write it down. So I wrote down the theme that they picked and the person that they picked. This one picked the ocean. Moving on, I ended up asking the person who chose the autumn theme next who they ended up voting for. So as we wait for their response, just look at all these beautiful coats. So I thought it was just really cool that we let these people pick and vote for each other and see who ended up winning. So the person who ended up with the autumn theme thought for a little bit on who they were going to give their vote to. So let's see who ended up getting their vote dun da da da. And yeah, it ended up tagging, unfortunately, which happens a lot with Roblox. Roblox does not like any words that is against it, but they said everyone's really good but gingerbread, so they ended up picking the gingerbread theme. So next up, we picked the ocean theme. Currently, ocean and the gingerbread are tied, so we ended up asking what the ocean person would pick, and let's see who they picked. They picked cotton candy. So there was, I guess, a tie between the three of them now, because now the ocean, cotton candy, and the gingerbread ended up all having votes. So we ended up asking cotton candy who they would vote for, and they say coconut. Coconut ended up being the ocean themes person. So they were in the lead with 2 votes. So next up, we were going to ask what the gingerbread person was going to vote for. So let's head over to the gingerbread person and see who they want to vote for. And they picked coconut / Bambi, but unfortunately you can't vote for 2 people, so they had to choose one or the other. And in the end, they ended up going with They ended up going with Bambi. They ended up picking Bambi. So the winner ended up being the person with the oceans theme. So let's show me giving them their prizes. So for this, they ended up winning a Love Quarter Horse 2024 from Luna, and they won 3 ghost horses from me. So I will show my proofs of me giving them the ghost horses now. I do just want to clarify when showing the proofs, this is not the Luna as Galaxy Equestrian. This is a different Luna. You can tell by their username. This is Crew Lady 140, and Luna that we all know, the Galaxy Equestrian one, has, I believe it's pronounced Lauren 9. I don't remember the rest of it, but it's very different username. But yeah, I ended up giving that to the person that was the ocean fame. Sorry, I'm not lost for words because I'm really sleepy. She's the one with the white headphones right there. But yeah, I ended up giving them 3 ghost horses for winning. And let's go on to the outro. Thank you all if you made it to the end. I really appreciate you all watching my videos. And by the way, did you see the hidden emoji that was in this video? If not, go back and try to find it because it is hidden somewhere. And also timestamp if you want to in the comments. I just thought it would be fun for you all to try to find the hidden emoji. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. This is a collab with Galaxy Equestrian. I totally suggest you check out her channel, and it will be linked in the description down below along with her video. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And since you made this far, please consider liking and subscribing, because every single like and subscribe button helps this channel out a lot.